Good morning, Sairam students, children. This is the second video of chemistry in which you are having chapter number 2, acids, bases and salts. And the topics which we are covering today are. Now children, here we will discuss the types of acids and bases. So first I am starting with types of acids. On the basis of source of acids, we can classify acids into two parts: organic acids and mineral acids. Organic acids, these are natural acids. Organic acids means natural acids. These are obtained from plants and animals. The examples of organic acids are curd, in which lactic acid is found; citric acid, which is found in citrus fruits like lemons, oranges; oxalic acid, it is found in tomatoes; acetic acid, which is present in vinegar; tartaric acid, which is present in tamarind or unripe grapes; and formic acid in ant sting. So these are organic acids because they are obtained from plants and animals. Now mineral acids. Mineral acids are man-made acids and they are obtained from the minerals which are present on earth. The examples of mineral acids are hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, etc. Now the second category we are taking for classification, that is on the basis of strength. On the basis of strength, acids can be classified into two ways again: strong acids and weak acids. Strong acids, these are the acids which when dissolved in water, then they dissociate in water completely. Dissociate means ionize or break down. So these acids break down easily in water completely and also give a large number of H positive ions or hydrogen ions. The examples of strong acids are hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid and nitric acid. Children, remember this thing, that all the mineral acids are strong acids. Now second one is weak acids. Acids which when dissolved in water, they dissociate in water partially, means only some of the part of them will get dissolved in water, and because of that they give less number of hydrogen ions. Examples of weak acids are acetic acid, citric acid, carbonic acid, etc. And here I can tell you one more thing, that all the organic acids are weak acids. Next, on the basis of concentration, if we classify acids on the basis of concentration, then they are of two types: dilute acids and concentrated acid. Dilute acids are the acids which have more amount of water but less amount of acid. Then it is known as dilute acid. Whenever we are adding more amount of water in any acid, then its strength gets less, it reduces. So we are saying it is dilute acid. Second is concentrated acids. These are the acids which have minimum amount of water. Water is very less but amount of acid is more. That is known as concentrated acid. And concentrated acids are harmful, more harmful than dilute acids. Children, one more thing I want to add here. Whenever we are diluting any acid, then which method we have to follow? Listen carefully. In lab, whenever we are doing such kind of things, we have to be very careful. And to dilute an acid, concentrated acid is added to water gradually with stirring, not by adding water to concentrated acid. Because whenever we are adding water to concentrated acid, then it is producing a large amount of heat. And if we are doing such kind of thing, the acid can splash on our face or clothes and cause burns. So be careful when you are handling these type of acids. Now we are coming towards the next part, that is bases. Acids are finished now. Now we are coming to the bases. Now bases, all the bases are not soluble in water. Some bases can dissolve in water and some bases are like that, they cannot dissolve in water. So the bases which can dissolve in water, we are giving them one special name, that is known as alkalis. What are alkalis actually? Alkalis are the bases which can dissolve in water or which are soluble in water. The examples of alkalis are NaOH, that is caustic soda or sodium hydroxide. KOH, that is potassium hydroxide. CaOH whole twice, that is calcium hydroxide or slaked lime. NH4OH, that is ammonium hydroxide. So all these are alkalis because they are soluble in water. Now types of bases. Bases are also of two types, strong bases and weak bases. Strong bases are the bases which completely ionize in water and produce large number of OH negative ion, that is hydroxide ions. And examples of strong bases are NaOH and KOH, means sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide. Weak bases, these are the bases which partially ionize in water and produce small amount of OH negative ions. The examples of weak bases are ammonium hydroxide and calcium hydroxide. Now children, next topic is pH scale. Okay, the next topic is pH scale. pH scale is the scale of numbers which is used to measure the strength of an acid or base in terms of hydrogen ion concentration. It was developed by scientist Sorensen in 1909 and it has values from 0 to 14. pH scale, it's a pure number and it has no units. It means whenever you are writing about pH scale, then you are writing numbers like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 without any unit. So how we are finding the acid or base using pH scale? So I am giving you one method here. If pH is 7, if suppose you are finding out the pH and the pH value which is coming, that is 7, then the substance will be neutral and it will give green color. If pH is less than 7, less than 7 means from 0 to 6, 6.5, 6.9, then the substance will be acidic in nature and the color which is shown, that will be yellow to red. If pH is more than 7, then the substance will be basic in nature and the color will be blue to violet. The pH value of pure water, sugar solution, sodium chloride solution is 7 as they are neutral. Now if any substance is having high concentration of hydrogen ions, it will be having low pH value. And if low concentration of hydrogen ion is seen, that means pH value is high. Whenever we are seeing any strong acid, if we are having any strong acid, all the strong acids will be having lower pH value like 0, 1, 2, 3. And if weak acids are there, their pH value will be high as 4, 5, 6. For strong bases, pH value will be high like 11, 12, 13, 14, and for weak bases pH value will be lower like 8, 9 or 10. Now I am telling you the importance of pH value in our daily life. How it is useful for us, how we are detecting this thing and then using in our daily life. So first is in digestive system. Children, you all are knowing that we are having hydrochloric acid which is present in our stomach and it helps in digestion. So the value of pH in our stomach, or we can say the pH value of HCl acid which is present in our stomach is, it is about 1.4. But sometime when we are taking spicy foods, if we are taking spicy foods, oily foods, then what is happening? We are having indigestion problem, and in this case we are having excess of acid in our stomach. So to get relief, what we have to do? We have to neutralize that excess acid. And how can we neutralize that excess acid? By using antacids. We can take antacids which contain base, because base only can neutralize the effect of acid. So we can use milk of magnesia or baking soda for that purpose. In tooth decay, children, we are having pH value, some pH value in our children. Tooth decay starts when pH falls below 5.5. It means our mouth pH, the pH value which is present in our mouth, if it is less than 5.5, then the tooth starts decaying. To prevent tooth decay, we have to take toothpaste which contain base. These type of toothpaste which contain bases, they can neutralize the excess acid which is present in our mouth. The next is self-defense by plants and animals. You all know that honeybees and ants, when they inject an acidic liquid, then what we are having? We are having irritation in our skin. It gets color and it irritates our skin. So how we can cure it? We can cure it by rubbing a mild base, because what they are doing, they are injecting an acidic liquid, and to neutralize that acid we have to use base, but base should be mild base like baking soda. Wasp also they also inject an alkaline liquid, and to remove that basicity, what we have to use? We have to use its opposite nature, means acid. So here we can use vinegar. Now children, after this I am giving you home assignment here. Some questions are given here. With the help of this video, you can find out answers easily. So try to find out answer. Question number 1 is, what color will universal indicator show if you add it to the following substances? Potassium hydroxide, which is having pH value of 12, soda water, which is having pH value of 5, sulfuric acid, which is having pH value of 2. Second question is, what is the common name of water soluble base? Third question is, the pH of soil A is 7.5 while that of soil B is 4.5. Which of the two soils, A or B, should be treated with powdered chalk to adjust its pH, and why? And question number 4, that is the last question, name the scientist who developed the pH scale. In this way, I am finishing today's video. Thank you, Saira.